Hello everyone, this is Namrata. Hope you all are doing good and staying safe. So we'll start from where we have left our earlier video session. So those who are watching our video session for the first time, I would request you all to please watch our session 1, which is related to Salesforce Lightning Record page, because this session is a continued session related to that. So we'll get started. So we left over here. We created a new lightning case new record pages. So what we have done is we have just talked about a couple of standard components. We see it on the left hand side, and we made use of a few standard components and we have built our page. But however, today we'll mainly concentrate and talk about how to furtherly enhance this particular page. So for now, what I will try to do is I will close all of those, and now we'll enhance our page. So I also want to have something called as a path. Here you see the standard component as a path. So this specific path component is as it says, it is a visual representation of our business processes. Suppose now what we are doing, we are trying to create a new record page for the case, right? So for the case, you have different statuses, like status could be new, in progress, um, escalated, then closed, and or resolved, or reopen, or closed. So these and all are the certain phases of a case management life cycle. So you would want to show that specific representation to our businesses. So that is why we are making use of this specific standard component called as a path. And if you haven't created a path for your org or for that specific case, I would recommend you to please create a business path for that. So I will try to show how to create that. So when you choose that specific component, on the right hand side you can see how to configure a path, that is how to set up a path. Now click on this setup path. When you click on it, it will navigate me to the lightning setup, and it will take me to the path settings. So here you can set up a path. So this is what it says. So it talks about what and all are the fields you would want to appear. Then once you have the path set up, then you have to ensure that you are activating your path. Here you see I have created path for record type billing and record type called as a product support. So let's try to click on edit. And as a step 1, what you have to do here is you have to provide a name for that name for your path, and then you have to select the object, which specific object you want to have set up the path for. So here if you see, I've just given the name. API name will be automatically populated. The object is case, and then the record type I'm choosing the billing. Then here it will ask you which specific pick list value you would want to choose for the path. That is this pick list status is nothing but a field for the on the case object. So I'm choosing this particular field that will show me the business processes. That is a case life cycle, whether the case is new, in progress, working, escalated, or it is resolved or closed. So these and all are the couple of statuses we have. I want to show that specific statuses updated as a part of the business processes. Now you can click on next. Then it will ask me what and all are the fields you would want to select, the fields that you want to appear for your user, provide some guidance, because these and all are the fields that are coming, right? So from this you can just provide some guidance to the user. What is this new is all about? What is this working? Because for our business everything is new, they do not understand these terminologies, right? So you can provide some write-up which explains what each specific does and when do they have to select that specific field. So here I have just given it as this is when a case is created, status will be defaulted to no. Working, when somebody starts working on that specific case, they can move the status to working. So likewise, you can provide the guidance to each of the steps. So once you have selected all of the fields, click on next. The third step is the activate. So finally, once you have selected the fields, that is the specific pick list values I've selected, you must activate the path. Once you activate the path, you can make use of that specific path component and use it in your lightning record page. That is how you can create a path. So likewise, I have used that specific path here. You can see here, right? It is showing me different statuses value, new, working, escalated, and closed. So that specific path has been chosen. Now let's also talk about what is this highlight panel. How these fields are visible on the highlights panel. So this is something like, let's go back to the case, object manager. Let's navigate to the case object. When I navigate to the case object, here you see compact layout. So whatever you are seeing here, this highlight panel is nothing but a compact layout. So whatever the modifications you are doing on the compact layout, or you are creating a new compact layout, the fields which you are choosing in the compact layout will be displayed in the highlights panel. So you have to ensure that. So you see here the updated compact layout. So what I have done, rather than using the system default, I've created a new compact layout by clicking on new button, and it is asking me to give the name. Then from the select compact layout fields, whatever the available fields are provided on the left hand side, the compact layout is something like very basic information you would like to show it to your business, that is on the record. What and all are the important or basic information you would like to show for our business, so that it will be easily, the users will be easily able to see those fields and can understand, okay, what is happening. Those are the certain important fields on the compact layout. So now let's cancel it. Let's see what and all the fields I've chosen. This is the layout I've chosen. Click on edit. So these are the important fields, right? What is the subject, what is the priority, status, what is the case source, number, and escalated, whether the case is escalated or not. So what I can do is I will move all of this here, because status is something which I wanted to show it on the end. So likewise, I have selected the important fields which are available and then click on save. So all these fields will be updated in the highlights panel. And the importance of this path is, the users will be able to change the status on the fly. So for them, what we have done here, we have chosen the object called as a, sorry, we have chosen the object case. We have chosen the pick list value that is filled as status. Rather than navigating to the detail section of the record, they can easily go and update the statuses on the fly here. So that is the importance of this particular path section. So we have added the path, we have added the highlights panel. So here on the highlight panel, you see a couple of buttons available, right? We have, if you want, you can upgrade it to dynamic actions. We have a specific, we have created a session related to the dynamic actions and the form. So you can refer that specific session on how you can configure or upgrade your page, that is lightning record page, use it for the dynamic action. So you can follow that session. Now let us try to make modifications onto the left section of the page. So here you see related is there, you have detail section, you have transportation. However, only the tabs are available. But whenever the user is trying to click on that specific tab, what should be displayed is something which we haven't added the components, right? Now let's see what components can be added here. So I want the details to be top. So here I can rename it as custom case details. I want to rename it. Okay. Then this also I would like to rename it as custom related information. I have added transportation. So for the case detail, so let's see what can be added. So this is what is the record detail. So here it clearly says, it shows the fields, report charts, and visual components from the records page layout. So if you recall, that is what we were discussing. What is a major difference between the page layouts and the record page? Whatever the page layout that you have created, that page layout can be used in the record detail section. This is something which you are using it in the lightning record pages. So now when you navigate to the case, when you go back to the case page layout, here you see you have a case layout, right? Whatever the components of whatever the fields you are choosing in the specific case page layout, those are that specific fields will be displayed on the lightning record page. That is a detailed record. This is what is called as a record detail. Here you see this is what is the previewed support layout. So basically we are using the support layout, not the case layout. Let's navigate to the support layout. So we are using this particular layout here. So that is the record detail. Okay. So all the informations are being displayed here. Now let's also talk about the related information. What all you want it on the related. So let's use related list single. So what it says, displayed one related list for the record. So here this related information is nothing but if you navigate to the case, here you see related list, right? You can see users can easily navigate to the specific related list, like what and all are the files, if they have some attachments or emails, what and all the related cases. We have created all of this here. In the same way, you can have the related information. You can pull in, you can make use of this related list single component and add it over here. Likewise, how many related lists you would want, you can add those components here. So now let us try to choose the object or what information you would want to display under the related history. Related information. I do not want the related list as activities history. I want to display all the case milestones. Okay, because it is not in the current page layout, right? Now let's also make use updated and case themes. All of this is something I need to have it under the related information. You can also add few more related list, not this one. I'm choosing another one. And if you want to add any merged cases or related cases, this is something which is important, right? So you can add that. So likewise, you can add related list here as a single, this particular component, you can add it. Now, if you want any quick links, it just that it will provide me some quick information. If you want, you can use this and add it over here. So here it will just give me you can directly click on those links and it will open that specific tab. It will open that specific related cases or case team. That is the usage of this related quick links. Then we talked about related record. If you want to open any of the related record details, it will open that related records. Now let's go here and check what all components you want. I don't want this. Let's delete this. Let's see what is this accordion section. I can add this accordion section, and for this accordion section you can give a defaulted to related. You can rename this accordion section as activity. You can provide some information like patient note, something like this, you can just give some example over here, details. You can give it as quotation activities, and likewise you can create as many number of the components as you want. If you want, you can remove this, and here you can add the components. If you want, you can add the components over here. If you have the related record for those, you can add that. If you have some case, if you have any of the updated actions or replacement of the owner, what specific actions you have created, that is something which you can add over here. Transportation activities, I need something called as a related list single. I can make use of that. And here I can, let's use that only. Okay. Likewise, if you want to add, you can add a lot of different tabs here. I can add few more. I can create new insurance. And then you can add the different components here. Record details if you want, you can, let's not add that. Okay, we can add the components here based upon whatever you feel it is appropriate. You can drag and drop that specific component and add it over here. Or if you have anything related to the flow, you have a flow created for the insurance, you can add that specific flow, and that will be, you can drag and drop that specific component here and you can choose your specific flow. Okay, so on the right hand side we have chosen the knowledge, milestones, activities, and then you also need to have, if you have any equipped documents you can add that, and you have actions and recommendations, you can add that. Actions and history, if you have used that actions and history, actions and recommendation, then you can make use of that, otherwise it is not really needed for our demo, it is not needed. Path we have added, we have covered all of this. If you wanted to add any of the rich text, you can add that. Topics, training topics, and if there are anything, you can make use of this. Now let us try to save the record page. And here at the bottom of the page, you can see that the page analysis. This is also a feature which is provided by the Salesforce. It will let us know how our page is performing. So whenever the user is trying to open the specific record page, how much time, that load time it does take for the user. When if the user is clicking on a specific record page case, how much time it takes for them to open this particular page. That is what it is showing here, whether the page performance is moderate, good, or bad. This is the analysis which is provided by the Salesforce. And on the phone, page performance index, how much it is taking, what is the load, and everything will be displayed. So I have clicked on saved, right? Now let us see how to assign it. Assignment is done using the activation button. Let's click on the activation. So here it is saying whether you wanted to do it as a org default, app default, or you want it as a app specific, record specific, and the profile specific. In most of the cases, people will do the org default, but if at all you have multiple orgs, you do not want to make it as an org default, right? If you wanted to make it as an app default, that is, if there are specific application related, you can make it as an app default, because I have this app. So for all the profiles, it will be applicable. Or if you want to make use as, see, it overrides the org default. You wanted to do it using the app record type, then you can choose this. Click on this. I want it to be specific to this service application console. Only the users who have access to this application will be able to view it. Click on next. Next. Then I need what and all of the different record pages to display. If you want this particular record to be visible only to the specific record type, you can make use of that. Let's choose all of those. And then it is also asking me profile. So this is where you can control it. Which particular profile should be able to see this record page. I'm selecting system admin. Click on next. So here it clearly defines the review of the assignments. We have done it to all the 3 record pages, only to this application and to this profile. Click on save. So we have made modifications or enhancements to our lightning case new record page. Just let us review. We have added the highlight panels. We have made use of the path. A lot of quick links we have used. Related record, related list we have made use of. Knowledge, articles, milestones, charter components. If you would want, you can add a lot of different components as well. If you want to add something like rich text, you can add it. provide some, information. Welcome to the page, and make it bold. You wanted to increase the font, you can increase it. If you want to give some coloring, you can give it as green. It's not getting updated. Yeah, something like this. And click on save. Now let us try to see how our changes are getting reflected on the case record page. Let's navigate to the case. This is the case record page, right? This is the Lightning Service Console application. So this, whatever the changes you have done, it is only applicable to the system admin, this specific console application app, and whatever the record types we have selected. It is taking some time. Let it load. Here you see what all informations we have selected. All of this is something which is visible over here. Priority, case source, case number, escalated. We have updated the status to be shown on the last. That is what is showing. All the related quick links are being visible. There are a lot of things which are available. Related information, case detail. This is what is the case page layout. That is main details. Related information, transportation. I have the case details, activities. I have this. Insurance is being visible here. I have this detail information. Why the related information is not being shown? Let's see. Because I have not added anything, right? Case milestones, I don't think it is available over here. You can make use of any of the related informations. Case history. Related list single, then add another related list. Case team for now. And click on save. Now let's try to refresh our page and verify whether those details are being displayed in the, being shown in the related information or not. Let's try to refresh it. It's taking some time. Related information you see here. You can quickly go to the add team, add member, what is the case history, who has changed the status. Now let us try to easily navigate. That is, this is the usage of this path, right? I wanted to mark it as escalated, mark as current status. This will be shown in the case history. You see here, Namrata has changed here. Case details. Rather than navigating to the status here, I can easily go to this particular path section and update it. So this is how the lightning record pages can be created, and you can enhance it based upon the business requirements, and you can customize it in such a way that our users will be able to view most important informations as per the business requirements. Yeah, so this is what we have for today's session. Until we come up with our next video session, please do take care, stay safe. Signing off, Namrata Karyala. Bye bye.